How's it going, everyone? This is Trixx from Meta Smash, and we're going to be doing another set review, taking a look at MKLeo's Pyra and Mythra versus Meister's, of course, Game & Watch. This is part of the Mexico online qualifiers for the World Tour, and this set in particular is going to be winners semis. And just out of respect for the original content, I'm not going to be showing the entire set. We're only going to be taking a look at one of the games, that being game number 2. If you do want to check out the entire set, I'm going to be linking it down in the description, and I highly recommend it. And with that being said, let's get into this. Of course, we're going to be taking a look at this from the perspective of MKLeo. Of course, all throughout the month of March, we're doing guides on Pyra and Mythra. This would be day number 15 when this drops. So we're going to be taking a look and seeing what he does. Everyone is very interested in how he's playing this character. Of course, him being the #1 player in the world offline. Online's another story. He's kind of been a little bit quiet, but yo, hold on. Let's slow down a little bit. I'm trying to gas him up, but MKLeo's gassing himself up. Let's just back up a bit and get right into this. First things first, if you don't know who MKLeo is, I don't know what you're doing with your life if you're in the Smash community. If you do know, we're just gonna let him gonna let his playing do the talking. Let's just put it that way. So he got this multi-jab to set up a tech chase situation right here, which gives him a little bit of time to get a little bit closer, unable to actually capitalize on a grab. But right here, he does something that's pretty ridiculous off of his blazing end, side B, I think it was. Was it? Yeah. So right here, I just want to point out that you have a top level player landing a side special into footstool against another top level player. And of course, a lot of people right away are going to say this is online. He could have just teched. The point is the fact that he went for it at all. Of course, he could have teched, but here's the thing. Whether or not you could tech or could not tech this situation, it's the fact that it is still a viable setup to give you more tech chase situations. So he gets the footstool, lands right beside him, gets a neutral read, or read on the neutral get up, gets the down air into the up smash. That is the true combo as well. And he gives himself a juggle situation. That's another down air into up smash, nearly killing. Jumping around for that forward air. So right here, I think Meister was looking for thinking that MKLeo was going to go for a grab here. He just goes for the dash attack. It would have also hit his shield, so I'm not entirely sure. Maybe he thought he was going to drop shield for something else. But he does get caught here with a retreating back air. So much range on that back, or sorry, not back air, forward air. So much range on that forward air. And then blazing end, killing off the side. I'm not sure what the bucket was. I think maybe, I'm pretty sure you can reflect this while it's still in the travel state, but when it's in a wheel state like this, it's no longer a projectile. At least as far as its properties go, you can't reflect it or do anything to it. So it's just a hitbox that's just kind of out in the open. And with Game & Watch being pretty light and also fairly high off the side of the stage, that killed at like 125. Typically, you aren't going to see that move kill very often, but once again, Game & Watch very, very light. Finally see the Mythra come out. This is something I like to do as well. I've talked about this before. I put out a video on this for Mythra's neutral. I know it looks like it's something very, very simple, but it is, he goes for a forward tilt on shield, then immediately dashes away, rather than going for another hit or trying to dash in for a grab, just to see what Meister's going to do here. Is he going to up B out of shield? Is he going to spot dodge? Is he going to nair out of shield? Just to get some information, because this is the first real interaction with Mythra on stage. So he goes for the forward tilt, dashes away, just to see what's going to happen, right? Then goes for the grab. You see the grab, the point of the grab is not, or it doesn't really matter that he missed the grab. It's more so that Meister waited, and then came, or did an aerial out of shield. An aerial out of shield. Right here. Right? Able to escape that situation. The up B immediately. Nice little burst option. Another burst option. He's caught him twice there just jumping. Dash attack. Okay. I was going to say, that would have been really, really good. He's trying to mix in a little bit of Mythra with the Pyra. Personally, I would like to see more ledge trapping done with Pyra. I actually had a question about this on an earlier video saying, is there any application as to when you would want to ledge trap with Mythra? And realistically, the only time you would want to is if your opponent is right at the ledge and just about to get back on stage and you don't actually have time to switch into Pyra. If you can land a hit with Mythra, if you can land a hit with Pyra instead, it's typically going to be better. He almost sauced on him right here too. I think he was going to go for another back air, So we got forward tilt into raw back air, which is nice. Then he switches to Pyra. He has him in a slightly juggle situation slash like edge guard ledge trap. He's in a weird spot right here. Realistically, he could have maybe air dodged on stage, used a double jump to get on stage, or gone to the ledge. Lots of different options for Meister right here. Tries to catch him with another back air right here as well. This back air probably wouldn't have killed at 86%, but it would have been nice damage either way. And you're not going to game and watch, so I understand why he didn't go for a forward air. Back air does do the most damage, so you might as well take the damage if you can get it. Unfortunately, just barely misspacing that. Also, I want to mention as well, as soon as he gets hit right here, as soon as Leo gets hit, he switches back to Mythra. And he's switching back to Mythra because he wants to easily win neutral. Having the speed on the frame data and just the movement speed in general makes winning neutral so much easier. So he's going to stay. Gives him back to the ledge. Tries to walk up and give him the... just get a grab. Meister feeling a little bit scared here. Spot dodging, then shielding right away. I think he even tried to roll after. Let's see that one more time. So, spot dodge, shield, tried to roll, and then gets hit by Mythra's jab. By the way, Mythra's jab is a frame 2 jab. So very fast. You can hold A just like you can for Captain Falcon or for Fox or anybody who has like a multi-jab that you can just hold down the button. So if somebody falls into it or rolls into it or does like a neutral get up into it, very easy, quick punish just to get your opponent off stage. Switches into Pyra again. If he landed that forward air, that definitely would have killed. Very, very lucky for Meister to get away from that. He sees him coming. Barely, I think the switch was just a little bit too late. Or maybe he just didn't commit enough. Maybe he didn't have to go for a full hop there. Okay, he tried to double jump back. That back air, that so devastating though. The back air is insane. I've talked about this in the earlier video too. It's actually a ledge trapping video about Pyra saying any chance you get to use back air for ledge trapping, my God. And it just makes people explode. It just does. Also, notice here too that he does a retreating back air. This is one of the best ways to do use Pyra's back air because it keeps you so incredibly safe. It's borderline lagless as well, as long as you don't fast fall it. And if you're jumping away from somebody and someone jumps into you, if they get hit by that back air, they have horrible DI and they're getting sent straight up off the top. And the hit right here, he gets caught in the down smash. It's gonna send him straight off the top. He actually had decent DI, but still, move is ridiculously strong. Died at 104, then there was no chance. He had good DI as well. There was no chance he's living that. Got a 3 stock in the making. The up air's coming through. Nair switching back to Mythra. Just getting back down to the ground. Has himself a bit of a juggle situation. Yep, he's just going to barely catch him. Dash attack. Playing relatively safe too. Doesn't have to try and punish the up smash either. Nice little combo. Wave landing. Oh, he's mixing them right now. I can say right here, this is actually a pretty decent option as far as just getting a stray hit. Going for this burst option with Mythra's side B. Of course, he could have clanked or he could have got hit here. Maybe even died if he got like the weak hit of, if Meister got the weak hit of down air, it might have like popped him off the top or something like that. But he was able to catch him. This is just damage. Kind of sends it a little bit of a whack angle as far as getting a ledge trap, but he does get the juggle, or he keeps the juggle situation continued. And that's one thing. Actually, let me go back and kind of talk about how impressive but also important this whole sequence is. As Mythra, let's take a look here. So we're going to start the clock at, I think it's 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Right here, he lands his first hit. Okay. 10 seconds have passed. He hasn't. He takes him 11 seconds to touch the ground. 11 seconds to touch the ground. If that doesn't tell you right there how powerful Mythra's juggle game actually is, and he probably could have even pushed it even further. Of course, being at pretty high percent, you don't want to get too crazy. You miss one punish and then you potentially die. Ultimately, that does happen. But just look at the positioning, staying underneath him. Right here, he actually did get mixed up a little bit, so this was actually a pretty solid option just to catch him from the side. Wanted to keep the juggle situation going. He used his double jump on stage right here too, so realistically, his side B was honestly his best option to try and get over to Meister and continue the juggle situation because he was drifting away from him, catching the side B right here, sending him back straight up, getting back down to the platform. The up smash beating out the down air, the up air beating out the down air, just barely missing that nair. If he hits that nair, this is probably a 15-second juggle. Let's just go back one more time as well. So this is another thing too, huge. This is not a true combo at all, but if you are trying to play Mythra heavy, if you get the chance, if you want to play that style, of course you can mix it up. Pyra also very good juggling, much stronger as far as getting the higher percentage potential kills out of a juggle, but Meister is at 38% right here. 38% to start, and he nearly gets to 100. 87, 88, 94. It's almost a 60% just through a juggle. That's powerful. Like that's essentially how you want to play this character. Like I said before, in a while ago on the earlier guides, you want to go for those 2 and 3 hit combos, get your opponent up into the air, use your ground speed to stay underneath them and keep that juggle going. Force them to make a very hard decision, or a very bad decision, I guess, to land on stage somehow unsafely to try and beat you to the punch, or force them to a platform, or force them to the ledge. Of course, we're also playing online, so he narrowly misses that nair, and he does finally land after taking 60%. Dash attacking to catch him, just gets caught pushing a button right there. That looked like some teabagging right there, yo. He's like, all right, I got 1 stock right here. This is like a respect. Honestly, I feel like that's a respect teabag, being like, bro, I know I lost. At least I got 1. I know I lost, but at least I got 1. The Pyra's back out at 96%, make it 100 after the throw. Gets the stage control, and here comes another back air. Does he get the back air? He tried to get a grab, then goes for the jab to protect himself. Jab is a little bit slower on Pyra. I think it's frame 3 or 4, but there's the back air. Not quite killing. Really good DI as well. Having the real estate to the left side of the stage to not get caught DIing too steep and going into the side blast zone. Another situation with the end screen off the forward tilt. Not going to get the jab. By the way, jab 3 kills. For anyone that doesn't know, around 130 to 140%, depending on how heavy the character is, jab 3 will make your opponent explode. So if he landed that jab 3, that's the game right there. Gonna get another back air, forward tilt, launching him off stage again. It's just unfortunate from the positioning. If this forward tilt, I think he crossed him up to get that forward tilt. Let's see. So yeah, he crossed him up right here. If he threw out actually up tilt wouldn't have hit because he's a pretty short character. It has a decent hitbox behind, but not that good. So a short character up that close wouldn't have connected. Forward tilt was the right option here. If he could have turned around and did an up tilt, that would have been ridiculous and it would have killed. But we get the forward tilt, give ourselves another edge guard / ledge trap situation. There's a jab 3, and that's going to make him explode, like I had mentioned. And just like that, MKLeo, obviously, I was going to say the GOAT. That's questionable if he's the GOAT of one of the best of all time, probably up there. His legacy is still going. His legacy is still going very strong, but making Pyra and Mythra look broken. Like, here's the thing too. If you don't know who Meister is, he is the best Game & Watch in the entire world. There's no question. And the fact that he's using a brand new DLC, this game was played, I think 4 days ago. So this is, I want to say MKLeo's day 11, day 10, Pyra and Mythra. And he's making it look like he's been playing this character since day 1. The fact that he's going toe to toe with another pro player, and this is not even close. Honestly, I understand that Pyra and Mythra are a sword character, but it's also a brand new character. And he's just doing such a good job with him already. And with that, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Once again, I want to mention that if you do want to see the original content, please be sure to check the link in the description. I'll have the entire set there, of course, with the original commentary as well. So please be sure to check that out. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see more videos just like this, doing commentary over top players playing Pyra and Mythra. And once again, this is Trixx from Smash saying thanks for watching the video.